All right, we're going to get into it. Here we go. The most anticipated match in Diabotical's short history. And we are on board with ZorakWar, #1 seed in the tournament.
The Time Master versus the Assassin. First seed plays second seed. They do not enjoy each other's ideologies on the game. Fantastic. I can't wait, man. This is the first time they've met in a tournament. They've streamed some, well, sorry, they've played in practice apparently. I don't think anyone has seen those matches, so they do their best to avoid each other. Yeah.
It's like that it's like the secret Wu-Tang album. Like, they're out there. The videos, the VODs, but nobody can afford them.
Oh, if you've seen the practice matches, you basically get shot in the head afterwards, right? Yeah, you see them and then you have to die.
It's like the video in Infinite Jest. ZorakWar gonna be doing some great work with his rockets here. And onto the way, eh? What a start from the boy. Just the most biased commentary. Even when there's nothing to talk about. Just...
Oh,
look at him go. He's going to pick up a mega. What a player. He's not. He's run away. What a smart move.
Everything Zorak does, GMT's like, that's our mega. Zorak, that's our red.
Stupendous.
But let's be honest. Oh! Yeah, let's be honest. This is going to be a chess match if there was one in Diabotical.
And then at some point, one of them's going to stand up and punch the other straight in the face. This is a chess boxing, if anything, Jake. ZorakWar perfectly on time on that red. He'd get a medal for that in Quake Champions, but we don't reward people for doing their job in Diabotical.
Mentioning the thing.
You don't mention the thing, Jake. Not even John Carpenter's best film. Pushing in with the rockets. Oh no! My
Very
boy.
Controversial. That.
My son. Well, it's not Starman either. I'm going to spoil it for you.
We're going to see a lot of this, by the way. Those engagements, and they're both going to limp away from these fights. Very weak. I really think these guys. Even if. Oh! He caught him. Why did he go through though?
Because he wanted the red on time, Jake. He's the Time Master. Shotgun out. Pincer out. Yes. Go on, my son. Oh dear. Zorak was a hell of a player, Jake.
Oh, he absolutely is. Two Chads of the game.
Well, I don't know about that. Vedmedik gonna get pushed off. It's 2 frags for ZorakWar. He's done what Death Row couldn't. And he's killed the man twice.
Mega just looking very delightful, just sat there on its platform.
Inviting,
Let's
isn't
see what. Yeah. This is where Ved will just vanish, though, right? If he's out of control, he will just vanish. He's very good at that.
Through with the shaft. Rockets coming out from Ved, doing a pretty decent job, but it's not good enough. ZorakWar takes a third.
I thought Zorak was going to melee his body or something there, Joel. Imagine the scenes.
You know, it'd be shocking, wouldn't it? 3-0 up. Vedmedik, we've never seen him on the back foot like this. Going to push in with the rockets, gets knocked down. God. And for a moment there, I don't know, I thought that could have gone his way, but Zorak just about got away with it. Red next. Blaster coming out for Ved.
Ved actually gets
Look at that red, and there's the shotgun, the chase. And this is an opportunity now for Vedmedik to assert himself on the map for the first time.
Mega as well, waiting for him, and this yellow's coming up. Oh,
can't hit the pins. The damage coming out from Zorak. Hits another.
Zorak, by the way, is showing great combat skills. Not that he's got bad combat skills by any means, obviously, but look at the shots he's hitting right now, Joel.
Yeah, and I think it's actually the way that he's dodging is super impressive as well. Vedmedik, of course, hits like a truck, but if you don't give him the angles, what can he do? And ZorakWar just playing a beautiful game right now. Shaft coming out, Pincer off the mark, and Vedmedik punishes. And that's what we're seeing here. If one of them slips up, the other capitalizes 100% of the time.
This you can already feel the slightly heightened skill level in this match.
Right.
It's palpable almost. Like they're not letting each other get away with dumb stuff. Do you know what I mean? They're hitting the shots they really need to hit every time.
It's the mistakes are so small, the punishes are so large, and you can see that they have, you know, maybe not respect for each other, but they, like in the server, they absolutely they go. I know you can hit this kind of shot. I know you're going to know when this item is. They can't take big risks. They're constantly having to assess the situation. You can't autopilot versus players like this.
Not at all. And I do wonder, because they've both so publicly stated what they've identified about each other's style. For example, you know, Zorak says Ved puts himself in positions where he has to hit everything to do, you know, to get the job done. And likewise, Ved says that Zorak is so basic in that he just runs the items. I wonder if they've made any sort of micro adjustments to their game plan against each other, right?
Well, this is the thing. Zorak always has 50 more stacks than anybody else would in that situation. And Vedmedik can hit 50 more damage in any given situation, right? But
yeah.
So far, Zorak's just played the items so well. But I think you were right to point it out. His mechanics have looked really strong here. His combat has been up to Ved's level.
Definitely has, man. And I do think Ved, his style lends himself a little bit more into playing out of control, slightly better than Zorak. But Zorak, I mean, he's not slowing down whatsoever in this game one.
Yeah, it doesn't matter how good your out of control players if you're always in control, Jake.
Very true, Joel. Very true indeed.
Just never lose control. Have you tried that?
I have tried that every match I've ever played, and it's gone horribly wrong.
And here you are, casting rather than playing.
Correct, yeah.
Playing the sound. Zorak does hear Ved. Shot's a little bit off the mark, but finally gets a good stream of shaft on him. And you can see ZorakWar is winning by actually a lot of time less than his stack advantage almost. Like, he's being brought really, really close. But just about managing to hang on versus Ved. And once again, Mega, Red, the previous YA. Ved finally gets an item, but it feels like the first one in such a long time.
Ved had an opportunity a little bit before the last frag. He had an opportunity because Zorak was so stacked he couldn't pick up the blue or the yellow, you know, but Zorak pinned him at pincer and was able to take enough damage to just grab them both after anyway. That needs to be Ved's strategy going forward. I mean, he's doing great damage here. He obviously just needs to go completely silent and try and grab these armors that Zorak can't pick up. But Ved's actually got perfect position on the red here. He's got red and Mega now, and Zorak's actually the one on the back foot.
Here he is. Ooh, if I had that pincer, that would have been nasty.
It's nearly golden frag time as well, Joel.
Yeah, 20 seconds. It's golden frag time. It's squeaky bum time, Jake.
Yeah, Vedmedik.
Pushing in with the shaft movement mistake.
Oh no.
And really, like, this is what we're saying. That's the level of mistake you are not allowed to make. You can't even put a foot wrong, accidentally get stuck on a step. That will get you killed outright. And now Vedmedik, 200, 175. Huge stack.
Perfect push on this red now as well. He's got to know Zorak could be nearby, and he checks it, but a bit unfortunate that he fumbled the jump, but Zorak was nowhere near, and making sure that that does not sync up with Mega whatsoever. That's the sort of, again, the extra detail. We saw a lot of item syncs in the Ray and Duel Bars match, but You will not see that very often here. Not at all.
Golden frag for ZorakWar. He's got 4 chances. He might need all 4, honestly. We may see some multi-life economy coming into play. Ved pushing in. Zorak does pick up the red, so he's going to slow Vedmedik's push down a little bit, but he's taking so much damage. Rocket's up close. Not bad, actually, from ZorakWar. No. Not bad at all.
He's done remarkably well there, Joel. How did he get away there? And Ved even had to back up briefly to dodge one of those rockets. And he hits the pincer as well.
Of course he hits the pincer. These players are at such a level right now. I think this is some of the best Diabotical duel I've ever seen in terms of skill level.
Oh, it's calling it early.
Wow, this is superb. This is really, really great stuff. ZorakWar with the shaft, now the rocket, both trying to take each other down. Vedmedik will miss, drops to the low ground, and ZorakWar, is he gonna go for it? They both attempt the pincer. Ved just about manages to scud away, but Zorak on the YA now, and setting up for Mega. It's now Ved with the mountain to climb. ZorakWar has, I feel like he's made miracles happen this map. And Ved goes quiet. Has to.
Oh, he was actually waiting just there, and he dukes past him.
Oh,
how are the rockets?
This is scary if I'm ZorakWar, honestly. Like, pushing in this hard. Vedmedik doesn't miss. Now, Mega and Red at the same time. ZorakWar going to make the play for Mega.
Yeah.
Now RJ's up to the Red. Another RJ.
Oh, this is great.
Great initiative. Superb, and now up close. He just
run into each other.
If he trades, it's golden. ZorakWar takes his map pick of Perilous.
I sense like an adrenaline release there from Zorak. He GG'd so quick there at the end. Really quick to type that in chat. Wow, what a game. Equal damage almost as well.
Yeah. What a game. I feel like that was such a good game sort of to illustrate what Zorak does so well. And also to a slightly lesser extent what Ved did well there as well. I mean, he didn't play badly whatsoever, right? And that was pretty close, even if it was, I think, 8-4 in the end. It's still a very reasonable game. And now we're on Vedmedik's pick, and I'm going to be on his POV as well. Eats a pincer to begin proceedings, but I don't think it'll be bothering him too much as he gets damage done with the rocket. A little bit of shaft as well. Now Zorak dropping down. Hits the rocket, hits the pincer. I'm surprised every time he wins these fights, and it looks like he's surprised that he can't jump up there.
Yeah, the pincer is so key on this map, and obviously both players will know that, right? And getting that side, Zorak just took a really strong position right off the start, and let's see if he can do some more damage from up top here as Red spawns. But a nice cut off from Ved. Oh, that's a nice drop though. It works out.
Eats a lot of damage, but off the spawn it's going to be Zorak on the Red, and Vedmedik knows, and just how quickly these guys make decisions. Honestly, one of the most impressive things to me is just immediately new plan. It's fine.
Yeah.
They're not going to be rattled. They're not going to get shut out easy. Ved will hit his pincer shot onto the Mega as well. Another red for Zorak, I think. And they're going to be inverse stacks. 200-100 versus 100-200.
Ved practicing what he preaches, essentially. I actually have seen him in a chat once. I think a couple of guys were in the Twitch chat were kind of looking for some advice, should we say, about playing Frontier, saying that they struggle out of control. And I think one of the things Ved said, he said kind of, you know, if people just cut down their movement by about 50%, you know, as in to stay a bit more quiet, they'll have a lot more success on Frontier. So it's quite cool to see that he's picked this map, and he's literally, you know, practicing what he preaches, and he's in the lead now.
2 to 1, 2 minutes in. It's going to be his red. It's going to be 2 blues for ZorakWar. And we're going to start thinking about the Mega. Vedmedik with a pretty sizable stack advantage. And Zorak's actually in a tough position here on the low ground. 80 damage rocket, shaft as well. I think a frag. It is. 49% shaft gets him with his very last cell. Red. Gonna go to Ved. 200, 200. Scary times if you are ZorakWar. Avoiding the sink here. Gonna put a 6-second delta between Mega and Red. Very healthy indeed.
Very nice. Great rocket again.
And I'm wondering...
Go on, Joel.
No.
Go on, son.
All right. I'm
All I was
wondering...
going to say was that he's playing well. That's all I was going to say.
Okay, he is. I'm wondering if there's enough space on Frontier for Zorak to do what he did on Perilous. Which was... You know, play sort of Ghost-like, get some huge damage. I think he especially really used the double high ground a lot to his advantage. And I'm wondering if he can ever get far enough away from Ved, if he can ever avoid detection for long enough to make that sort of thing happen. Be surprising. At the moment, it's not looking like it is possible. He's going to get on the Mega, though. Hits the pinch, though, because of course he does. His name's Vedmedik, and that's what he does.
Really illustrate, like Ved really just advertising his philosophy on the game there. How many players would you see dive on that Mega to onto Zorak basically to try and win the fight and get the item at the same time? Ved doesn't want to take a risk like that. He just sits on the outskirts and hits an 85 damage pincer shot on the way out, which, you know, some people will say that's not the best play. You know, maybe Zorak himself would disagree, but that's the way Ved does it, man, and it works for him. And it's cool to see the differences, you know, the stark contrast in the two players. 90 damage pincers now. This is great.
Throws it away because, you know, Caster mentioned it, but gonna be on that blue. ZorakWar for the first time in a little while. He's gonna get a clean red. Of course, got pincered after. He's sort of got a bit of space in terms of his stack, but here comes Ved, smells weakness, and just knocks Zorak down with the shaft. And at the blue, it's going to be the same story, I think. Zorak falls again. 1 to 7. There could only be a couple more minutes left in this map. Zorak off the spawn. Is he going to make it happen with the rockets? Ved just about holds his own, and he's going to back up onto the red. 25, make that a much better stack for Ved, whereas ZorakWar is looking for that 50, can't quite get to it. Was on a blue as well, and now is sort of running away for dear life. Brings Ved low though. He's gonna get Mega. He's gonna get Mega and blue.
Yeah, I'm synced. Something they've both been trying to avoid, but no longer now for the next cycle. But obviously at the brief moment there, they were synced. Good damage though, wow.
At range. Hits one pincer, looking for more. Deterred by the rockets. Red now, coming up. 2 blues available though. Zorak doesn't have to contest this, and we're going to see for the first time, I think in this game, a real sizable stack for ZorakWar to work with. And we saw how quickly Vedmedik racked up the frags. It could happen the other way, but very assertive there. Straight on that Mega, holds his position, holds his own.
Definitely a very swingy map is Frontier, obviously. Tough to play out of control. Zorak's actually done quite well, I think, considering how much momentum, you know, Ved was rolling with at the start. And now we're getting to more of the kind of, the stacks are even-ish. And it will literally just take a couple of pins. If Zorak can hit like 2 pinches in a row, you know, he can push in for a frag there. So it's slowed down, and we're going to a little bit more of the kind of cagey stage of the match, I'd say. That's shaft,
Zorak
though,
getting
Joel.
good damage done here. I'm kind of surprised he got to walk away. Mega for Ved, sort of heartbreaking. Zorak does all that work to bring his stack down, and instantly it's going to be back up 2 blues. Mega as well. It's another pincer, but eats one. I don't know how. I mean, He didn't look like he was on his screen to me, Jake.
No.
Oh, Zorik's here.
He's done it.
2-7 back on the board. Is there a 50 HP for him? There would have been, and there is. He kills Ved, who takes a very calculated risk. And, you know, that could have been curtains. That could have been the map right there if Ved gets that frag. Instead, Zorak holds on to dear life.
Zorak's managed to preserve his stack as well. That's the most important thing. How many times do you get a frag in this, you know, in Duel on this map in particular, and you're taken down so low that you can't risk another fight? But he's actually trying to chain these frags together. Yeah, really, really good stuff from Zorak. The items are synced though, which is Ved's kind of window back in.
I think so. Both blues up. Ved hasn't taken his. I believe he's waiting up top. Probably listening out for Zorak. No, he's waiting on the Mega, and now Zorak is gonna take the frag. Rockets up close. Just couldn't miss because his screen was all Vedmedik, and off the spawn. It's another 5-7, Jake. This is getting close. And can we... Oh, I forgot. Vedmedik lost a map. That's his first ever dual map loss in tournament.
One of these lads are going to taste loser's bracket for the first time very soon, so very exciting. Obviously, Ved uncharacteristically caught out off the spawn with just his machine gun, and we're seeing Ved play a little bit more risky here, which isn't like him, and he's paid for it. It's 6-7 now.
I think he's expecting his mechanics to be, you know, stronger in comparison to Zorak's than they are. And that's not because Ved's mechanics are weak or weaker than he thinks. It's because Zorak's a little bit stronger. Superb. Superb right now. ZorakWar 7-7, 3 minutes left on the clock, Jake. This is such a duel to watch. What a... this is sensational stuff.
Mega's up. Look at this.
Oh,
you couldn't be more in control.
And just pushing in with impunity, their stack advantage, giving ZorakWar everything. And Jake, I almost want to celebrate.
Not too soon, young GMT. Not too soon. Look at the shots Ved's hitting here.
Look at the shots that Zorak's sitting here. Yeah. Shotgun up close, deadly. 3 seconds till the Mega. Zorak goes high first, can't just dive on it. Pretty low himself. Looking for damage here. It's going to be the item for Vedmedik. ZorakWar probably can't contest for this red either unless he catches with the slow field as well. The shaft's so huge, and now the rocket, the pincer, Vedmedik so low. Zorak can smell it. 1 HP. Oh, what is this? Dodges the rocket. No full damage in this game, thank Christ. And he's alive. They're both alive. Oh, he just got enough stack to survive that. Mega coming up. Ved, is he not on it? No, he's hit for the 50. They both want it. Zorak takes him down. And he lives? Kind of.
You both had the exact same idea to get up for that 50.
Yeah, they were like, oh, no, it's too dangerous for the Mega. It's too dangerous. Let's go for the nice and safe 50. Well, one of them was going to die. It's 2-0. ZorakWar goes to the grand finals to defend his title.